Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania Circle of the Moon with me, the Doctor. In the last episode we came through the rest of the underground warehouse where we are currently located, and we defeated Death, the man himself, who's apparently a regular in Castlevania games. I've not played any of them actually other than this one, so I wouldn't know, but I'm told that he is. So this episode we've got a bit of gathering to do, because... well, one bit of gathering, but that gathering necessitates more gathering. You'll see what I mean. There's one thing that's now unlocked. Not because we got the cleansing, but because we defeated Death. Certain things have now changed around the castle, mostly for the worse. Basically, a lot of areas just got a lot more scary. The first of which we're right next to here. Here is a little slot, which takes us through to the catacombs. It is non-reversible. If you want to get back down to where I just was, you have to redo the entire underground gallery. Warehouse, which I have no intention of doing. But yes, the catacombs has now got a lot scarier. There's grizzlies around the whole damn place. Oh, dear me. Oh, I hate how much the grizzlies attack send you flying. Because I'm just trying to kill the grizzlies so I can talk about the bitch behind it. Yes, this is... oh my god, she spunked on me. This is an arachne, kind of naked spider woman. But yeah, as you can see, she doesn't do that much damage, but that spit she throws at you slows you down, which can really fuck you with the grizzlies. That's how she gets you, by they're an annoying combination together. But yes, oh my god. But yes, the catacombs are now scary, just so you know. But anyway, we're gonna head up to Triumph Hallway to the bottom. For fuck's sake. Triumph Hallway at the bottom of the machine tower. So, here we are in the Triumph Hallway, and we've... ooh, leather armor. I do love the speedrunner shield. We've got an item to grind. Two of them, technically. This is an item we could have got quite some time... oh, I mean, they're all part of the bloody Triumph Hallway, aren't I? Oh. Need to go up one level to get into the right part for the machine tower. That's the part that goes down to the underground gallery. Warehouse, my god! And here is the enemy we're aiming to kill. These guys here. Zombie thieves. It says Skeleton Knight because there's two of them in a row. There's a skeleton... ooh! What an odd enemy to get a level up from. But yes, there's these things here. Zombie thieves. If I put their visualizer card back up on the side, you will see their rare drop is a nice little ring. I want two of them because I'm about to attempt something which will be extremely time consuming without them. You'll notice here I'm not putting on my luck combination because actually that doesn't make things much faster with grinding these things. These enemies are so easy to kill that... oh, we got one! Haha, that was nice and quick. We got a luck ring, which greatly increases your luck while equipped. Yes, it's worse than my magic gauntlets and arm guards and stuff because it only does luck, but it gives you 50 luck. So we got one of them, which is super handy, and now I want another one. Damn, I thought we got it there, but that was actually the prison garb. I don't know if we've got prison garb in it yet, but it's mildly useful. Another prison garb. Yeah, the reason I'm using, I meant to say, I'm not actually got my luck combo on at the moment, because I've actually got the Griffin and Jupiter one, because I find it's easier to actually just get through them quicker. That actually... the benefit you get from having the luck boost is actually not as good as the benefit you get from here of just being able to kill them a lot more easy, because they can be slightly... I'm just stop and whip them each time. Oh! There's the other luck ring! Excellent! Slightly more annoying. That really didn't take as long as I was fearing it would. Excellent. So, we're going to climb the machine tower now. We're going to stop off along the way, because there's something I actually missed when I was last here that I want to pick up. But, why did I go for the luck rings? Because we're about to grind for a very special DSS card. The enemy that it hides is so difficult to kill that I can't afford to not have a... for fuck's sake. Can't afford to not have an offensive DSS combination on. Basically, I need one of the sword weapons. It's the only way to do it. Therefore, I can't have my Venus and Mandragora luck increasing combo on. Therefore, to counteract that, thank you very much, to counteract that, I've got two luck rings on, or will have two luck rings on, I'm only wearing one of them, which then gives me a bonus of 100 to my luck, which should counteract that. We'll find out. But at least should make what I'm about to do possible, if not easy. So, you remember this room with the Thunder Demon in it? Where we grinded long ago for the Manticore card? There's actually something in here that I meant to get at the time, I just completely forgot. Go away. Which involves coming up here, avoiding the bloody... oh my god, there's two Thunder Demons. Well, they're probably a joke to me now, actually. Yeah, that one died. I think in two hits from the Mars Salamander Sword killed it. That's awesome. If we come over here, we exited to the left last time, but we actually want to go up and left here, which goes to not even a hidden room, just a regular room that's got a stone armor and a HP max increase that we just missed. Now we're going to head all the way to the top of the tower to the boss room where we fought the Iron Golem. So, here we are. First things, we need to equip Mars and Salamander. You can use Mars and Mandragora for this, but I prefer Salamander for one main reason. Look at these candles. They look kind of out of place and they're a strange colour. Indeed, these are an enemy. This is the scary candle even. And as you can see, it got away there. These things are an absolute bastard to kill before they disappear. There you go. That's the only way I found to do it at this lower level. They've got 150 health, so they take 3 good swings from the Salamander sword to do it. So once in midair, crouch, and twice on the ground. If you're doing that with the whip, the chance of hitting them in midair is so tough, which is why only the sword weapons that kind of sweep above you make you so likely to kind of hit that beginning part of the swing. As you can see from the visualizer to the right, they drop a DSS card with a freakishly low... Oh, I missed the first hit on it there, so just didn't get anything. Didn't get a chance to kill it. This is what I mean by when I say they're difficult. They're not a dangerous enemy. I'm not even sure if they can damage you. Maybe if they land on you. But they're just physically just hard to kill because of the timing you need to get right on it. And I've done this a lot, as you can tell, because you have to kill a lot of these, so I don't know how long it's going to take me off screen. The issue with using Mandragora is that that sword doesn't actually have... It's more powerful, but it actually doesn't have quite as good a reach as the Salamander sword. It shoots off the rose petals instead, but those will only do about 11 damage to the scary candle, so it's not ideal in this situation. The way it jumps out of the candle, it's worth noting, is also the opposite of the direction you're facing. So this way, I'm facing here, so it'll jump out to the left, and then you can kind of use that to predict where it's going to be. So I find the easiest way to do it is to run between these ones, and then swing there, turn, stab, stab, stab. And then same with the other one. Jump, swing, swing, crouch, swing, swing. You can see how this goes. Let's get that Pluto card. Oh, spoilers! Ooh, that's worth noting. They drop a heart EX, which on occasion, they do drop it on occasion, and it recovers 50 hearts. Super handy. Oh, that's a level up. Scary candles give quite a lot of experience, so you'll probably find yourself just naturally leveling up a fair bit over this period. Hey, there we go! The Uranus card! Or apparently, right, so, there's some debate about this between me and the sprite, because I always learnt it as being pronounced Uranus, because otherwise you are saying Uranus. And that sounded wrong to me, so we were always taught at school Uranus, but apparently that sounds hilarious and wrong. Anyway, we got the card for Uranus. So, what does it do? It's possibly the most powerful, I would say actually no, yes, it is the most powerful DSS card in the game. Uranus is the power of summons. We'll test it out first with Salamander. It's activated by the button combination. Yeah, it's cool. So basically for each DSS combination, Uranus summons that creature, whatever it is. The serpent attacks with an ice attack in a spiral like that. It goes without saying, anything that the ice attack kills will be frozen before it will actually die. Mandragora is quite cool, because Mandragora is a freaky looking thing. If we go over here. Oh, bollocks, fucking slime. As you can see, they have quite a large ranging attack, and also much like the Apollo combinations, while you're the ones that kind of summon something, while you're casting it, you are invincible. Even from poison. Like, you'll notice I'm not taking the poison damage at the moment now. That one looks quite cool, the little golem coming from the bottom of the screen. Now we get into the powerful ones. Cockatrice is very powerful, but look at my magic. It absolutely drains it, but as you can see, it's just a big horizontal sweep across most of the screen. Then we've got Manticore. Can you guess what the Manticore one summons? Oh, didn't even bloody activate it. I haven't got the mana for it. That's probably the weakest one of the summons, but it has its own uses, which I'll go into a little later. Griffin, very powerful. Bit unpredictable though, because it doesn't necessarily hit every area on the screen. And then finally, just need to heal up. And finally, Uranus and Thunderbird, probably the most powerful attack in the game. Hits everything on the screen, doesn't need to be hit by the Thunderbolts or not, and lasts for a fair while. But as you can see though, drains a lot of magic. If we look at the magic costs of all of them, 200, 100, 80, 200, 100, 120, 160... they're all kind of the same, the summons. Some of them have effects like freezing, which isn't particularly useful. But, ooh, level up. In essence, the cost of a summon is pretty much directly proportional to how powerful it is. So, Cockatrice and Thunderbird are the most powerful ones, and they're also the most expensive ones. Depending on how fast your MP regenerates, some of the cheaper ones might actually be better in certain situations, but if you just need firepower, you should pretty much always go for... Thunderbird and Cockatrice have got the same kind of power, but Thunderbird hits in a much wider area, so go for that one. Anyway, we're going to head all the way back down now through the machine tower and down to the Abyss stairway. Now, this area has technically been open to us since we defeated Adremelech, because you will see it's just behind one of those kind of mummy statues that got destroyed. This is the Underground Waterway. Probably the most annoying section in the game. It's closed between this and the Underground Gallery. You will notice the water is filthy. Normally, if you stand in this water, you will take damage. But if you've got the cleansing, then it is purified. There is nothing stopping you from... Oh, fucking lizard man. Oh no, these are mermen. Slightly less irritating. They're very weak, but they're just annoying. Yes, there's nothing stopping you from doing this. Hey, I thought that was there. Oh, another new enemy. Frozen Shade. It's kind of like a heat shade, except it shoots ice instead of fire. And just as annoying, potentially. Yeah, you can do this, but you don't have to do the death area, I think. I don't know if you have to do that ever, for like full stop. Because you can get in here, it's just... There might be some parts of this that are almost impossible to do with the water still harming you, though. Oh, man, they're throwing new enemies at us left, right, and centre. This is a spearfish, who's very easy to kill, because they don't go up and down. Now we get to one of the more annoying aspects of the Underground Waterway. Ice armors, and they're fucking everywhere. Also, there are these switches which move blocks around, but I'm going to kill a bloody ice armor first. Oh god, there's another one down there. Generally, if you crouch, you should kind of be alright, and then basically... Oh! You can just see how much bloody damage they do to me. And if you look at the map, you'll notice how freaking few save points there are in the Underground Waterway. And the music's terrible as well. Anyway, what we need to do now, I'm going to ignore the ice armor for now and hit this switch. See those blocks on the top right that slid up? They were in a kind of diagonal line going down to the right. They're now not. They're now kind of going up, so they're out of our way. But that's also closed off part of the thing up there. If we hit this switch... Yes, they're very slow, aren't they? As you can see with ice armors, they can hit you from a distance, their shots are very powerful, and their shots freeze you. While you're frozen, you take 4 times damage. They can, in other words, fuck you royally. Oh, that's a spearfish. That's what I meant to hit. Man, this takes a while. There's a lot of reasons why people don't like the Underground Waterway. It's not just me, it's generally considered to be one of the worst areas. And I hate the music in it. It's quite funny, like one of the guides I once read, like on this game, which is kind of part of what I got my information gathering for this series from, on their map they came with it, without any kind of comment, Underground Gallery was just labelled as, no, Underground Waterway was just labelled as Underground Water Twat. And god, I can see why. These guys, as you can see, they throw 2 icicles, one high and one low, so even crouching in front of them does not secure your safety. You have to wait for the first one to go, and then you have to hop over the second one, and then you're kind of good to go. There's another tactic for fighting them, which I'm going to show you in a sec, because, have a look at the visualizer. You may have noticed, they drop a DSS card. And it's an extremely useful one. They are fortunate that they drop a DSS card that makes them much easier to deal with. And I strongly recommend, right, usually I recommend getting DSS, ooh, cheeky bastard, DSS cards the moment you can. But this case is even more special. Get this instantly. First though, we've got a little brain float puzzle, so we're going to put on Mars and Serpent, and we're going to go whip. Ow, my god. There we go. Man, Mars Serpent makes Brain Float section so much easier. There's another frozen shade there, but I'm just going to ignore it and grab a HP max. Equally, if we come down here, to the left, is a hidden room. Wow, I got through that easily, which has an MP max and another frozen shade. Shit, I'm good. This ice armor here is our target. So, we're going to put on some of our stuff. We're going to put on the 2 luck rings that we had earlier. That I obviously switched to normal gear, because when I'm not using luck. Actually going to put Mandragora, Venus and Mandragora on to dial up the luck even further, bring our luck up to 662, which is incredible. Now, watch the tactic here. Run onto this platform. Stay here until he readies an icicle. At that point, he can't turn around. Hop behind him, get a load of attacks into him, you will kill him before he has a chance to ready another attack. This one here, because you're next to a kind of like screen and you can trick him up here and jump over him quite easily, makes him very safe to kill. You don't really have to actually engage him in combat, you can just take him out without having to bother. Time to grind for the Serpent card. Not Serpent card. Bollocks, DSS card. Oh, I thought that was it. That was just a steel armor though. Good place to get steel armor, these guys. They drop them at quite a high rate, so, but we already got some, a couple of episodes to go. And there we have the Neptune card. This has a very useful power. It's another action card. It's the action of elemental immunity. So as you'll have noticed, each attribute card has an element. Fire, ice, plant, earth, stone, poison, wind, electricity, and the 2 we haven't got yet. You'll also have noticed, if you've been paying attention to the visualizer on the right, every enemy also has an element. Equip the Neptune combo. So here I've gone for Neptune and Serpent because ice armors, unsurprisingly, are ice elements. If they hit you... Okay, it's shooting the wrong way. Handy, but... So, if an enemy of that element hits you, instead of taking damage, your magic is drained, and you heal by, I think it's an 1/8 of that attack's potential power, which is, quite frankly, incredible. So it means, at the moment, I got the Neptune and Serpent on, so ice armors and ice enemies generally level up. I'm immune to them, as long as I've got magic, which is incredible. And it makes the Underground Waterway so much easier. It's worth noting, you can, you can get here earlier. It's a bugger to navigate, but you can do it. Some people, and I'm almost one of them, think it's worthwhile to get Neptune, so then you can have Neptune and Manticore, which makes you immune to poison attacks, which makes the whole Underground Gallery much... No, oh, fuck's sake. Actually, yeah, no, Underground Gallery much easier because nothing in there can poison you because you're immune to poison. Super handy, but just not quite worth hopping here early for because it's so such an arse to navigate this place without the cleansing. Anyway, we got a HP max upgrade there, but you'll notice here the screen scrolls strangely. It doesn't stop; it keeps scrolling to the left because there is a hidden one here. Hidden Hearts Max. That one's quite easy to overlook. And also, you may have noticed I was kind of talking, but actually to get here, you can fanny around for ages, but there is no way to get, using the switches in this room to get the blocks in the right position for you to get there. You actually have to get along to this room on the right, hit that switch that was here, and then go back for it all, which always throws people no end. Frozen Shades as well, we are also completely immune to, since they are Ice type. Now, this next room is a bit of an arse, and I can't entirely remember how to navigate it, so we'll have to work it out. I think we want to hit... Ooh, Magic Gauntlet. Handy. Ow. Ha! Look at that. See, that's the thing. It does mean you essentially take damage as magic instead of as health, but of course your magic regenerates. So as long as you know the types of the enemies, which you should if you're following this guide, because they're all on the right, it's super handy. Right, where am I? Right, got my bearings. Some new enemies here again. This is an Abiondog or a Biondog or something like that. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's electric type, so if I wanted to be immune to it, if they were at all of a threat, I would use Thunderbird. Also, there's a witch up there who type I believe is Dark, which most standard enemies are, it's worth noting, and that we do not yet have the attribute card of, so it's impossible to be immune to. Spearfish, most water enemies, as you'll notice, are ice type. So Spearfish, the current combination, renders you immune to them. Witches, yeah, do this kind of like projectile attack that's a bit annoying, but they themselves have very little health. Usually it's just 2 hits. I haven't put my proper gear back on yet. I've still got lock rings on. I tend at the moment to have one regular gauntlet and one magic gauntlet, which gives me a decent mix of everything. I'm quite a non-specialised build at the moment on this. Right, now I believe we need to come up here. Oh, you annoy me. Can I get up here? It's so difficult, the bloody Underground Waterway. It's just horrible to remember what's supposed to be in what directions or where I'm going or what I'm doing. And there's a magic point upgrade there, which I did want. Which means I'm not where I think I am. Interesting. Now I remember what I had to do! Basically, oh, that's a lot of frame rate hits. Need to come along here, kill this fucker. Or not. Well, he survived. Need to hit the switch. Then, if we come back, I forget how much arse there is of this in the Underground Waterway. Why's everything called the Underground something in this game? It's very unimaginative. When we can come back up here, which we couldn't have made before, and pass a load of frozen shades. Frozen shades are, of course, completely harmless to us, which is nice. Heh, prick. Not only do you not take damage, if you have taken damage from other sources, you can actually heal from that, which is very handy. Now, am I in the right place? Am I gonna go ahead and guess probably not, because it's this game. Oh, mermen! Since they're aquatic, also ice type, so we're immune to them as well, it seems. Right, that's what we had to do. After flipping the switch at the end of the witch room, you come along through this room, and these blocks here are flat. All the blocks in the room are actually flat, but that means when we get up to this bit, there we go. Those ones are flat, which allows us to proceed up here. And there's a little room here with a shitey armor and a HP max increase in it. Now, let's head back to the witch room. Now here we just need to proceed, and we're actually about to encounter, I shit you not, the first save point in the Underground Waterway. I've not been dodging them, they're just not there. This is why I strongly recommend the Neptune combos, because not only will they stop things like ice armors from being a menace, but they'll also actually provide you with a system of healing. And this section here can be very annoying without them, because there's an... Ooh, hello, that's a special looking kind of armor. Chainmail, is that better than steel armor? I imagine it's worse, but let's find out. Yeah, it's worse. Looks cool, though. Fish heads are, once again, ice type, which means, once again, this Neptune combo works quite nicely. Ooh, a heart. This underwater section here can be annoying, because, as you can see, your mobility is massively reduced while you're underwater. And this is annoying if stuff's actually attacking you and damaging you, but everything under here is actually healing me. In case you hadn't worked it out, fish heads are just boneheads, but underwater and a bit fishier. After this grueling ordeal, you can pop out the other end here, grab yourself an MP max. And I think we'll call it there for this episode. We've grinded for 2 DSS cards. We've got the Neptune card and the Uranus card. We have come through to the Underground Waterway with our cleansing. Next episode, we'll be continuing through the rest of the Underground Waterway. Thank you very much, and good day.